Hello and welcome back to another one of my videos. Now today I'm going to be showing you how to obtain fire powers and landmines. And sorry if my voice sounds a bit off, I'm a bit ill. First I'm going to show you the fire powers. You also need to make sure that you have the tag control for these to work. So if you do that command, you'll get the tag. I already have it, but if you haven't got it, do that. I'm now going to turn it on. It's one of the mobs. And there you go, kaboom. Also burning things around it. Let's see whether you can spam it. I take that as no. Well, that is the showcase. So, into the commands. Okay, now, firstly, what you're going to want to do is get a repeating, unconditional, and needs redstone. Repeating command block. And then kill at E-type equals egg. If you do use eggs in this world, you may want to specify it more, in like a radius of 100. But if you aren't going to use eggs in the world, this is perfect for you. Then a chain command block, which is conditional and always active, coming out of that. So yeah, chain, conditional, always active. Very important. Mainly the always active and chain. Then we're going to execute everything in the tagger control and summon parts, or an armor stand named parts. So I'll have an armor stand at my position named parts. And then another chain command block coming out of that, which is conditional, always active, and 0 delay and ticks. And now we're executing everything with the tagger control. And that's facing me. Or yeah, it will execute anything. But yeah. And then it will teleport parts, one block in front of me, facing me. Or in whatever case, it will be you. And then it sets this block right here to redstone. So that your coordinates will be different. You can make this anywhere in the world as well. So, you put your coordinates in there. And that's the only thing that needs to change. And it's also chain, conditional, and always active. And here we're executing everything in the name of parts and teleporting it forward. Well, before that, we're executing parts and we're making it basically do a 180 turn so that it's facing away from me. So in the direction where I'm facing. And then it's teleporting itself forward, so it'll continuously go forward. And here, after 40 delay and ticks, very important, it will set block. You see on my position how it changes? Yeah, it's +1. So whenever I go backwards, the first coordinate changes by 1. What a coincidence! I put 1 here. So if it's somewhere else, like here, then you put it there instead. But only if you copy it exactly like that. Well, it will work if you do it differently. And now here, chain, conditional, always active, coming out of the impulse command block. And it's basically executing anything in the name of parts, which is our armor stand, and it's summoning an ender crystal, which is kind of already exploding, even without being hit. And then we're killing parts. The ender crystal will probably kill it on its own, but just to make sure that we don't have clones, we need to add this on as a safety measure. And now over here, not too many. We're affecting the parts with invisibility. That's repeat, unconditional, and always needs redstone. you can put these on always active. It's just to make sure there's no lag in the world. I used levers and turn them off after each tutorial. So that's invisibility, that's the particles. You can't really see it because of the fire, but there are particles. And fire resistance, that doesn't burn. That's repeat, unconditional, need redstone. Here it's the same. And it's basically executing parts and putting fire on this side of him. And here it's chain, unconditional, and always active. You can put conditional if you want, but I just found it easier to do unconditional. And now it's executing the other side of him, and it's putting fire if there's a free space. Like if I'm here, it won't put fire there because it's not free. Now here we're doing it positive Z. You see the last one changes, and so that's chain, unconditional, always active, and all of these are basically the same. And then here it's -1, and that is my fire powers. Now, time to move on to landmines. Okay, now I'm going to showcase the landmine. And yes, it is a landmine, and it does work. You see there's like a black square there. Should be able to see it. And if I stand on it, makes things go boom. You can make like a whole circle of them as well. So if I'm here, and if I surround myself in them, it would be pretty hard not to touch one of these. Unless you've got blocks, you can just overcome it. But unless I might be nope, that is very hard to get out of. I also need to turn this on. Okay, now. Oh, why is... okay, whatever. And it does work on mobs too. But not items, so if I get obsidian and I chuck it on it, it won't work. But if I stand on it, and if I stack them, did my game just crash? I think that's one too many landmines. Okay, so into the commands. Okay, now the commands. They are fairly simple, to be fair. Firstly, we're going to have a repeating command block, and there is a section symbol here. It's just my texture pack removes them. So let me show you, if I just find it. It's this symbol right here. If you're on Xbox, you will hold S down and it will be on one of the, yeah. And I don't really know about the others. On PC, I know that you have to copy and paste it from somewhere. But you do that, section symbol 6, section symbol L, non-capital. And then capital L, A-N-D, space, capital M, I-N-E. And then comma, type equals silverfish, and you're summoning an armor stand named mine, a block below the silverfish. So, when I spawn this, there will be an armor stand below it. And then we need to kill the silverfish so that it doesn't spawn more than one of the armor stands. And then we give it a netherite helmet because that's the closest thing that actually looks like a landmine. So if I just get some of that, you can see from above that looks very landminey. And then we just give it invisibility. And over here, it looks a bit complicated, but it isn't really. So, anything the dy of 2 of it, that means 2 blocks above of it, 2 dz of it, of 0, dx is 0, x of tilde, y of tilde, z of tilde, which isn't a silverfish, and isn't an armor stand, and isn't an item. It will summon an ender crystal, which is basically primed to explode. And then here, it's killing netherite helmets from the armor stands that are getting blown up. So that will be all for today. I hope you enjoyed. The Command Block Panda out.